So now this is your girl's recording. Let's go ahead. Let's jump into the next damn reaction, shall we? Now, Tommy NFG, shout outs to you. The most evil celebrities. So without further ado, y'all, let's go ahead. Let's get into this reaction.
The life of celebrity and fame is a life most people fight and yearn for. The thought of having all the money you need to buy whatever you want, the thought of you being a talking point all the time, it's a tantalizing experience for most. But to get there, you gotta get through the iron wall of people that already made it. And those people at the top are always the scariest. And you probably all thought I'm gonna start with Diddy because that's an obvious one, and I'm actually not gonna cover him. I mean, we all know about the diddler's actions, and the topic's been beat to death, to be honest. So I want to shake it up and start with another Sean. A Sean who has just as much power as Diddy. A Sean who is the exact same age as Diddy. A Sean whose career got carried by my one and only go. What you thought I was gonna go a video without glazing Kanye? JayZ. Now how exactly is JayZ
Sean
scary?
Carter.
Well, for one with JayZ, he's ugly as shit. Like, how did a man who looks like the human embodiment of a cockroach somehow pull Beyonce? And their age gap is absolutely egregious.
Y'all say this, but bear in mind what it is. When I was a kid, and like you had Big Pimpin', you know, you had him coming out in that type of era, like in the early 2000s. Believe it or not, this man JayZ had women flocking for him. JayZ was definitely a player. Definitely a player. If you did not know about what JayZ, you don't know about what his background for being in the Mercy Projects of Brooklyn, New York. And I think he's like 50, 55, 54. He's in his 50s. JayZ's in his 50s. But growing up within like the hardship of Brooklyn, like how it is my parents did, coming to the States, you know what I'm saying? He was 54? Okay, so I had that on the nose. I'm telling you, JayZ's a dangerous man, but he got a lot of people, you know? He got a lot of people that he's well protected, you know? So he had immaculate Riz back before he met Beyonce. I wouldn't even say the word Riz, because so the wording of Riz, I'm sure this Duke Dennis probably is just he hates hearing that just as much as I do. But with JayZ, like I said, like look up the stuff about with JayZ. You said by Riz you mean money, even before the money gang. That y'all don't know y'all history about with this man.
It's 11 years? For reference, 11 years ago, I was 10 years old recording videos of me playing Roblox. And the worst part is that they started dating in 2001, so she was 20 years old, and he was 32. Look, alright, usually I am of the caliber that so long as it's consensual, whatever for it, but certain ages just don't mix and mash with each other, and this is one of them.
I have to say it like this, to be honest with you, like, for a woman that is this, like, if it was a woman that was 32 and going for a man that's 20, realistically speaking, it is like, for one, men may be of the age, but mentally they're not. You guys, I hate to say this, but you guys, with you, the age it is that you are on paper does not match what it is that you do mentally. Okay, mentally you are a lot younger than what it is that your age is. But women, we mature faster. However, women going for men that are younger, a little too young, a little too young. Now, it's a different story. It is if a nigga lies. If he lies about what age, and that means you older men too, because there's some older men that be lying about their age to get some women as well, like some younger women. You know, granted, if he's like in his 50s, but he could smooth past for 30, there's men that do that too. Okay, but older women going for men that are a little too young, I don't understand the level of severity of how that relationship is going to be. I just don't, to be honest. It could be a thing of just like sex, you know, like, you know, but I don't see what, like, the man, it's rare it is that you come across a man in his 20s, hate to say it, that has everything together, under 25. It's rare. It is rare. At the age of 25 or maybe even 30 for some men, that's when it is you start, like, you know things of yourself. It's not a level of a quantity. You want quality within who it is that you date. young, anything under 25, especially when it comes down to men, is a matter of numbers. It's a matter of how many women you can get underneath your belt, how many times it is you can lie, scheme, manipulate, and stuff like that to get these women. No shade, but with women, like I said, I just don't see the correlation of that. But men, on the other hand, this is where it is. It turns into a double. It could be a little bit of a double standard here. Men that are older can date younger women. Because the mentality is now matched up evenly. You get what I'm saying? Like a man that has it together. That's why it is like some people will even go as far as telling younger women to date older men if you do not want to deal with men that are at the same age as you, because mentally they're not going to be at the same level as you if you're in your 20s. It's double-edged for sure. It is definitely double-edged. This is why it is that I said just be prepared for what it is I'm about to say. You know, guys can sometimes feel embarrassed by revealing their true age towards ladies, and they may not date them. I can understand the level of like I've seen this. I've seen people that are like a year, like let a man be a year younger than a woman, and she will hit the I don't date younger guys. I mean, but like we're the same. I mean, we're basically the same age. I know, but like, I just want a man that's more mature. Girl, grow up. Grow up. I hate that. I hate that. When it's something like that, it's just like, girl, stop it. Cut it out. Why did I look at this?
I feel like the more rich JayZ got, the more evil his aura started to become. Like, ever since I was a kid, people were making Illuminati conspiracy theories on him. Conspiracy theories used to be going crazy on YouTube in the 2010s. And also, ever since I was a kid, he was always just known to be the richest rapper alive. And this man, just like Diddy, has the power to blacklist any artist at the click of a button. His record label, Roc Nation, has signed some of the biggest people y'all might have not even known are under it. Rihanna, J. Cole, Alicia Keys, DJ Khaled, Lil Uzi. I mean, this man is so powerful, he has the choice to pick who performs at the Super Bowl. One of the biggest performances in the world for any artist. And apparently it was only supposed to be for 5 years because the deal he signed with the NFL was in 2019. But they extended the contract recently to an unknown amount of time of him being able to pick who performs. So who knows how long this man is gonna have the power to control the Super Bowl? What if he picks someone to perform like Tom McDonald or KSI? We just got no say in it and gotta let it happen.
Come on. Let's be a little realistic here. Let's be a little realistic. Ain't nobody asking for fucking KSI at Super Bowl. Nobody's asking for KSI. I hate to say it. I hate to sound like that. I really do. But come on. I don't think it is that we're worried about it. So he picked Kendrick. I mean, yeah, he's part of that. Yes, he is the person who makes the decision based on it. But Kendrick is deserving of it. I feel like it isn't his first time performing like that in a Super Bowl. I feel like he's done it before. But there's nothing wrong with that at all. And people made it a big deal, whatnot, you know? They made it a big deal about like Lil Wayne should have got it, you know? How many people performed at the Super Bowl as from that said state and be at that, like, not even Beyonce did that. She wasn't even in Houston when it is that she did the 2 times of Super Bowl. Let's be a little realistic.
Oh hell nah, this man's power needs to be checked. If you're an artist and get on JayZ's bad side, he could literally stop you from performing at the biggest event of your career. There's even rumors for the upcoming Super Bowl performance that JayZ picked Kendrick to perform instead of Lil Wayne because he has beef with Drake and Nicki Minaj and some other people associated with Lil Wayne. Which was crazy because everyone was thinking, well, of course Lil Wayne's gonna perform. The Super Bowl is in Lil Wayne's hometown, so it would make sense for him to perform there. But JayZ completely cucked him potentially because he got a beef. And there's just a lot of weird clips of JayZ being controlling over a lot of people. Like there's this one infamous clip of Rihanna talking about how she got signed. And you guys tell me,
oh yeah,
if this is just a peachy friendly negotiation between 2 people.
Well, I did a lot of homework on you, Miss Lady. He said there are 2 ways to leave here, either through the door with the deal signed or through this window, and we're on the 29th floor.
What's up, Babs? Yeah. I used to be one of those people that's just like, Rihanna, we need an album. We need an album, Rihanna. How many more years it is gonna be until it is? But I can understand why. I can understand the level of like stuff with it's not just him, it's just with the music industry in general. Um by all means, you are just the the product of the label. So that means it is you need to go out and work. You need to go out and make the money. You need to go out and make these records, all of that stuff. It's what it is, what it is you signed up for. Now, ironically enough, Miss Rihanna, that was come from my home country, Barbados, in the West Indies. She came to the States at 16 by herself to be signed to Rock Nation, You're not an artist. You is a brand. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, show off. I get to say it is like Miss Riri, Miss Fenty herself come from my country, from Barbados. I can say that. Yeah. I can say
Keep in
that.
mind, she was 16 at the time. Like, what grown-ass man says this to a teenager? Even if we assume it's a joke, that's gotta be the worst time to make a joke.
Where Nikki from? Queens, New York. She's from Queens.
It feels like one of those jokes that's supposed to be a joke, but in reality, it's actually not for the person saying it, and they just say it in a joking.
Her family from Trinidad. Her family from Trinidad, though. But where's she from? Queens.
Way. And Kanye, of course, is gonna speak about whatever's on his mind, and he's accused JayZ of trying to take him out, which would be real up if true. Like, this man basically produced his whole career. JayZ would be working the fry shift if it wasn't for him. And now recently on TikTok, there's been
go back.
Of trying to take him out, which would be real up if true. Like, this man basically produced his whole career. JayZ.
Kanye did. Say what you want to say about with Kanye, but he did. Anything that's like the Blueprints albums, like look at JayZ's like whole albums within like the 2000s. That was all produced, beats made by Kanye. Kanye wasn't a rapper when he first came in. They hired him to be a producer. It was just like, hey, listen, I could rap too. All right, this and this. It was like, hey, listen, nigga, all it is we need is beats. That's it. Until it is he had to go ahead and be like, all right, nah, fuck this. I'm gonna let y'all know it is that I can do all of this shit. But Kanye West is he's such an amazing producer. He has a very musical art. Like to be a producer in general, I always am envious of these people. It is that can do it, like Trickster, Chris is another person, Zom is another person. Anybody that can listen to a song, sample it, mix it, master it, and then give that beat to somebody to do what it is that they can with it. That is an art. That is a talent to do that, to listen to music and be like, oh, I can make something great out of this song. That's so talented. Call him what you want. He could be a nutcase, but musically, he's a genius.
Joking way. And Kanye, of course, is gonna speak about whatever's on his mind, and he's accused JayZ of trying to take him out, which would be real up if true. Like, this man basically produced his whole career. JayZ would be working the fry shift if it wasn't for him. And now recently on TikTok, there's been rumors that Beyonce is controlling the music industry and he's involved with it too. People are showing compilations of whenever an artist wins an award randomly, they decide to thank Beyonce. Even if they're not in the same music genre, they decide to, which makes it even weirder. Like, why is country artists thanking Beyonce? So the rumor is that
because the Grammys is rigged. That's why.
JayZ has so much power over people's music careers. The artist thanks Beyonce just to stay in his good graces. Or the more harsher theory is that she's literally making them say thank you to not get blackballed. And I just want to say, while this video is still going on, I want to thank Beyonce. Not just for being an inspiration to me, but to the whole world. Her music has elevated beyond what the human mind can comprehend, and it's great to... Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna sign for millions now. Usually I don't believe conspiracy theories on TikTok and whatnot. That's just for YouTube. But it is very odd how many artists have randomly thanked Beyonce. So hopefully JayZ doesn't block this video, because once again, I want to thank Beyonce for not just... Okay, anyways, next is Dan Schneider. Shocker. It's crazy how this man built children's entertainment to its heights, then crumbled it all by himself. Now, I already talked about Dan Schneider in my Predator video, so there's not much to say there. But I sure feel bad for all the child stars that had their career career relying on this man. I could only imagine how scary it would be to speak up against him, because this man could blacklist your career in all of child entertainment. Like, Dan Schneider was literally child entertainment, bro. He had control over damn near everything. And I know that NDA was going crazy. I wouldn't be surprised if he gave lifelong NDAs. Even in the book Jeanette McCurdy made talking about her experiences as a child star, she only referred to him in the book as the creator. Like, she still couldn't use his name to expose him, and it's been more than a decade since they worked with each other. Also, I genuinely don't know a single soul who was laughing at these feet jokes in these shows. Like, did any of y'all find them funny? I don't have a memory laughing at them once. And the fact that Nickelodeon dropped him without giving any official statement makes me think they had some deep on him that the public didn't already have. He worked with them for 20 years. It wasn't like he was a nobody there. This man was the reason why they even stayed relevant for years. You notice that ever since he got fired, the whole network is just completely dead? Like, if Dan never did any weird there might have still been a chance that Nickelodeon could have recovered. I wouldn't be surprised if a news story came out any day now accusing him of having CP on a hard drive and Nickelodeon hiding it. Next, we got Tom Cruise. Now, believe it or not, y'all, I've never watched a Tom Cruise movie. But
wow, don't let Dante hear you say that. Dante is such a Tom Cruise fan. He's such a Tom Cruise fan. And I'm gonna have to sit there and say it is that I am as well. You know, the Mission Impossible? Like, are you fucking kidding me? I watched all the Mission Impossible movies, gang. Like Top Gun. Like, stop playing with Tom Cruise. And he does his own stunts. Come on now. Come on now. Tom Cruise, hey. There ain't too many actors that's out there still to this day doing their own stunts. Action movie stunts at that. There ain't too many people that's doing that besides William Dafoe. You know what I mean? Jackie Chan's another one that does his own stunts. You feel me? So it's like, come on. I've never seen a Tom Cruise movie. That is insane. Dang, y'all need to go watch his movies.
But there is one thing everyone knows about Tom Cruise without even having to watch one of his movies. He brought Scientology to an unimaginable degree. Like, the amount of money he must be getting from them has to be more than any role he could get. In any interview, at any moment, he's gleeful and excited to bring it up and talk about it. His eyes lit up like a crackhead who just found some free crystal on the ground. And Scientology, for y'all that don't know, is a cult that they try to say is a religion, where you're basically devoted to give all your money to them no matter the problems in your life and can never leave. And you would think people like celebrities who are already financially well off wouldn't fall for something stupid like this. But there's a whole ass list of big celebs who are in it. Now, some have managed to leave, but there's still a sizable amount in it. Tom Cruise is into Scientology so much, he's literally a speaker for them at their events. It's not hard to see how this can become a problem, because one of his fans might think it's cool to join because Tom Cruise is in it, and then end up getting brainwashed and stuck in it. And you can technically leave, but they do like to typically spy on people who leave, finding their address, going through their...
Let me actually look this up really fast before it is that I say anything. So Scientology, right? So is this like dedicating your life to science? I would assume. Scientology. Okay, hold on. So Scientology describes itself as a study and handling of the spirit in relationship itself, others, and all life. Scientology also believe that people have innate yet suppressed power and ability. Oh, nah. Nah. I don't ever say this, but cults, his own organization right there. Dang. Well, I never knew that about him.
Mail and watching them at work. And honestly, that's the main reason I added him in this video. I really don't know else about him. I feel like if he just catches me in the eyes and starts yapping about Scientology, I'll have no escape. I'll just be putting a Scientology spell and be forced to give all my money to them till the end of time. And last, we got Kris Jenner. Kris Jenner is what we call the clan leader of the Kardashians. Not to be confused with another clan, but I've heard they have similarities. This woman is single-handedly in charge of boosting the career of all of her kids. Our first hint of her evilness is the amount of pics she got with Diddy. I feel like that's a good assessment to tell how evil a celeb is based on how many Diddy pics they have. And as you can see of me, I have 0 pics with Diddy pop up. I told you guys I was a good guy. Kris Jenner runs her family like a degenerate businessman. The biggest rumor is that she was involved in leaking the naughty tape of her daughter.
She was pissed, but then she was just like, hey, listen, we can make some money off of this. Made millions, bro. Searches. Don't piss me off. Don't piss me off, bro. But yes, Chris. Hey, listen. If the devil works hard, then Kris Jenner works harder. I promise you, bro. That woman will hire the best attorney to get through anything, bro. That's a scary woman right there. You say anything too bad about Miss Kris Jenner, she will go ahead and be like, I bet I will hit my attorney up in the morning. We will be serving you paperwork at your doorstep. That's not a woman to play with.
Starts off as Kim K makes the tape with Ray J. And for the kids that don't know Ray J, or maybe even about this incident, you know those earbuds Raycon that YouTubers get sponsored in every video? Yeah, he made those. Anyways,
dang, I was gonna say it is like, Moesha, wait, like his music career, Wait a Minute, One Wish, like, hey, don't sleep on One Wish now. That song is still a banger. We ain't just gonna ask him to go ahead and just do it live as of right now, but like, he had some bangers. But yes, he is in charge of the Raycons. I heard that they're actually kind of cool, you know what I'm saying? Ari sponsored by the Kardashians will be funny as fuck. Man, funny? I would be paid out the wazoo. Paid. Actually, it is y'all wouldn't even know about it, because I know with Kris Jenner, she gonna have me sign an NDA. I ain't gonna talk about it. Paid out the wazoo. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
Kris Jenner helps him and her make up a contract to sell the tape off. Then the tape drops and everyone goes crazy over what's happening. And the tape coincidentally drops a couple months before their show Keeping Up with the Kardashians drops. The show that made them famous.
But hear me out though. Kris Jenner not only helped her daughter to make millions for that completely just terrible tape, a waste of time, tape. Sis talked too much within that damn tape. She talked way too much within that tape. And then goes ahead, Keeping Up with the Kardashian. Didn't that show have over 20 seasons long? Say what it is that you want about with her. You said you watched it? Gang, I came from an era of LimeWire. These niggas had that shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, my friends I went to high school with literally had the entire unedited version of the tape from LimeWire. I'm like, I don't even know how you found this. I don't even know how it is that you got this without, like, it's crazy.
Like, without this show, you would literally not know them. The only other link to fame they had was that her father was OJ's lawyer. So the rumor is that Kris Jenner used all the publicity from Kim's tape to make her family famous. As a business person, it's smart. As a human being, what the f***? There is no amount of money you...
What is LimeWire? Dang. Tell me your age without telling me your age. Man, when I say the words like LimeWire, Napster, Gen Z, like, what is that? That was the Apple Music before Apple Music, gang. That was literally the Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, all of that beforehand. Dang, FrostWire. Damn, now you really showing age with that.
You could make me ever do this with my kid. F all the money. She basically pimped out her daughter to make her famous. And the worst part is that she blamed Ray J for leaking it, which ruined his career. But then he leaked the contract of it, and it turned out that they both agreed to release it. I swear, the Kardashians just love destroying black men's careers. I'm telling y'all, this family is demonic, hoping to see the official fall off by 2025. And then there's also Kylie, who was in a public relationship with Tyga when she was 16 and he was 24. You tell me the mom...
He should have went to jail. The fact that happened, I thought he was gonna mention about with her lip kit, because Kylie, that lip kit is just not good. I've tried it. I tried it, didn't like it. Didn't care for it. You know what's bad when the lip kit is all over plastered within vending machines of an airport. But yeah, Tiger really did do that. Nuts.
Mom just didn't know when she was so obtuse that this was happening. And I guarantee she thought since it was making them more famous, she might as well keep it going on. So yeah, short video, I know, but we're gonna end it off right there. Maybe I'll do a part 2 in the future. Follow me on Twitter or Instagram.
Hey, I don't know about burning CDs and then the disc as fuck. Hey, they don't know about that, Babs. They don't know about burning the CDs and then you got to get the marker to go ahead and write what is on that CD itself. Talk about age, bro.
I'm in TikTok. As always, I love you guys consensually. And until next time, I'm out.
Ah, man. We're just showing our age within this video, bro. I know somebody who literally is in the comments gonna be like, oh, what? Like, all right, LimeWire? Like, did you live in like Stone Age or something? Hey. When the CDs would get scratched and the game would mess up, boy, y'all remember the time where this? Y'all gotta go ahead and get the little alcohol pad, you know, and go over the disc. Especially if you had played the original PlayStation or PlayStation 2. The PTSD that I have from the PlayStation 2 just to make sure that the disc worked. Don't get me started with that. But Tommy, shout outs to you. Thank you so much for the video, gang. Shout outs to y'all in the chat. Shout outs to you at home. And I'll catch y'all in the next video.
Oh, chosen trickster.